DPM.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I thank you, the Honourable Ali Kimbia, for his question. I guess, Mr. Speaker, sir, the question probably reflects some of the fundamental differences between this side of the House and that side of the House. When we say Media Industry Development Act of 2010, or MIDA, it conjures up images of concern and repression, actually, Mr. Speaker, sir. And, you know, in fact, we should be, in fact, I'd like to think that the removal of MIDA has been the cause of much celebration and exuberance that we currently experience in this country.
Yes, absolutely.
And so when I initially read Honourable's question, I was worried whether he was wanting to bring MIDA back. Because from this side of the House, Mr. Speaker, sir, it's gone into the dustbin of history, and that is where it will remain. May I'll now answer Honourable Ali Kimbi's question. Mr. Speaker, sir, the repeal of the MIDA Act on the 14th of April does not mean that there is no longer a code of conduct for journalists in Fiji. And again, this is a fundamental difference between how we view democracy and how the other side of the House views democracy. Mr. Speaker, we have taken time to listen to our journalists and the industry, and it is clear that the journalists and the media organizations understand their role in society. The bottom line is, Mr. Speaker, sir, the repeal of the law was necessary to safeguard the media's independence and while ensuring the public's right to be informed accurately and fairly and timely. And in fact, a code of ethics was developed. This is why, because if they asked the Media Council at the time, Media Association, they would have known this. In fact, a code of ethics was developed for the Fijian Media Association, and they believe it will be adhered to by media organizations and journalists in this country. It sets out, this is, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is why the fundamental difference between us and them. We actually trust people to do the right thing. We trust people to do the right thing. It sets out, I'll tell you what it sets out. It sets out ethical principles that journalists should uphold in their work. There are also international best practices and standards which we expect our media organizations and journalists to adhere to. One of the most widely used codes of ethics for journalists used globally is the Society of Professional Journalists Code of Ethics. It sets out ethical principles that journalists uphold in their work, including truthfulness, accuracy, and impartiality. And to be honest, Mr. Speaker, since the repeal of the Act so far, you can see the balanced reporting that is going around. Sometimes, Mr. Speaker, sir, sometimes, Mr. Speaker, sir, it actually favors the other side of the House. So they should be happy. Mr. Speaker, sir, for a very long time, Fiji did not have free media. A media that is essential for a functioning democracy. In fact, people say, Mr. Speaker, sir, that free media is the oxygen of democracy. But in the new Fiji, Mr. Speaker, sir, in the new Fiji, we have done it. This is how you preserve democracy, Mr. Speaker, sir. In addition to this, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have laws in place, including laws on defamation, the right to privacy, and the right to protect children. Alongside this, of course, we have the watchdogs, the Consumer Council of Fiji and the Fiji Competition and Consumer Commission, which can receive complaints from the public on various matters, including those mentioned, particularly in terms of false advertising. FCCC Act Section 78 talks about false advertising. I urge you all to look it up. It addresses the concerns that have been raised in this question. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, in a nutshell, MIDA had to go. The whole of Fiji is happy with the removal of MIDA. And now we have real democracy arriving in Fiji. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.